Welcome, dear children. In continuation, chapter 5, 12th class business studies, organizing. Our today's topic is organizational structure. And in organizational structure, we will complete the first part, that is FS, functional structure. First of all, I want to tell you what is organizational structure. See, every organization has some framework to perform their activities. There are two types of organizational structures. One is functional structure, another is divisional structure. So in functional structure, the whole organization is classified on the basis of functions to be performed. In functional structure, all departments are to be made on the basis of functions, on the basis of work, on the basis of tasks, on the basis of activities they have to be performed. Okay, now with the diagram I can explain you. See, managing director, or you can say manager, or the leader. Then there are different departments or divisions on the basis of functions to be performed, on the basis of work they have to do. Like here, in simple organization, there are 4 or 5 functions. First is HR. HR means human resource. So this department is related with workers, persons, their problems, their grievances, their related activities with HR. So first group is HR. Then marketing. Marketing department will perform all the activities related with selling and marketing, advertisement, sales promotion. All activities will be performed by marketing. Then next is R&D, research and development. Research and development will perform the activities related with the market, survey, analysis. The next is purchasing department, purchasing and production department. They will do all the activities related to purchase and production, raw material purchase, and all inputs related activities. In few organizations, that may be more departments on the basis of functions, like finance department, they will see all the financial matters. So the basic concept of functional structure is grouped similar jobs together. Grouped similar jobs together. It means all the similar activities, similar tasks, similar functions are to be grouped together. Grouped together means they will perform their activities only within their limits. Like HR department, human resource department will perform all the activities which are related with human resource workers and their related to their problems. The marketing department will perform only the marketing, selling, sales promotion, advertisement, these activities. They will not interfere in their work, in each other's work. Then research and development department will do survey and all other activities. Now the purchasing department and production department, they will perform all the activities which are related with purchase and production. So in functional structure, it is very easy to explain that all similar jobs grouped together. Similar jobs grouped together means if the organizational structure is classified on the basis of work to be performed, on the job to be performed, or on the basis of functions to be performed, that is known as functional structure. Okay, now I will explain you with this, share the screen, and today's topic I will explain you. See, meaning of organizational structure. It seeks to establish relations among all the persons working in the organization. Relations among all the persons working in the organization. See, as you know, that purchase department have relation with sales department. So last definition, organizational structure can be defined as the framework. As just now I told you, all the activities are classified of the organization. So framework within which managerial and operating tasks are performed. Framework within which managerial and operating tasks are performed. Now, relation between span of management and organizational structure. Span of management refers to the number of subordinates that can be effectively managed by a superior. Now see, this is organizational chart. In different organizations that may be different, like CEO, then there are two types of structure. There are two types of organizational structure, functional structure and divisional structure. So today we are going to complete functional structure. In functional structure, activities are grouped and departments are created on the basis of specific functions to be performed. Like all the jobs related to production are grouped under production department. All the jobs related to sales department will be grouped under sales department. Now, functional structure is suitable to those organizations who have one line of product. One line of product means they are producing limited number of products, but one line. One line, as I told you, single line product means the organization is producing only shoes. Only shoes, only ready-made garments. So they will perform their activities on the basis of function. And there should be, or that require, high degree of functional specialization. High degree of functional specialization means the activities which are performed or the tasks should be high degree of specialization, or the task or the work should be specialized. See, I am showing you functional structure. Here, general manager or managing director have 4 departments here: HR, human resource, that will look after the working of human resource department, purchase and or department, production department, marketing department, organization that may be research and development department. There may be finance department. Now come on the top. Advantages of financial. My dear children, just now I explained that the organization is classified on the basis of functions to be performed. It requires high degree of functional specialization as well as it is suitable to single line product companies. Now, what are the advantages of this type of structure? Why an organization should adopt framework on the basis of activities or on the basis of functions to be performed? See, specialization. Specialization means when activities are classified, when the framework is divided on the basis of perform, on the basis of functions, on the basis of activities. So there will be division of work. See here, HR, marketing, research and development, purchase, production, finance. Activities divided, division of work. Naturally, division of work will lead to perfection of work as by doing a repetitive work. By doing the same work again and again, the person will become perfect in his work. It will lead to specialization. Then next, coordination is established. How the coordination is established? See, just now I told you, marketing and purchase department are separate, but they are interrelated and interconnected. Production department will contact to marketing department. Okay, so there is coordination in different departments. It makes easy coordination. They can coordinate easily to each other. Helps in increasing managerial efficiency. One manager, one department. They will not interfere in any other's work. They have to look, they have to see only their department, only their function. Naturally, the efficiency will be increasing. The HR department will look after only the matters related with HR. Managerial efficiency will be more than minimizes costs. Minimum duplication of efforts. Minimum duplication of efforts means research and department will do their work only. Marketing department will do their work only. There will be no repetition of work. There will be no wastage of time, efforts and money. So that will be minimizes the cost. Children, I will explain you advantages of functional structure. See specialization in the exam. You will make the diagram also. Okay, like I am giving you the example of Nirma. They are producing one product, only Nirma. So what they have to do? They made 4 or 5 departments. So that's why I told you, functional structure is suitable to one line, single line product company, and where functional specialization is necessary. So specialization takes place because the work is divided among various employees and they will perform their activities in their department only, which will lead to specialization. Then coordination. All the persons working within the departments are specialists in their jobs. It makes the coordination easy as all the employees related with HR, they will work in HR, purchase department will work in purchase department, so there will be easy coordination. Purchase department coordinate with production department easily. Coordination is easy. Then it helps in increasing managerial efficiency. See, by the division of work, when the person knows his limits, knows his work, there will be more managerial efficiency. by division of work. The person will do the same type of function again and again. Naturally, it will improve their performance. It will improve their efficiency. Now, next, minimizes cost. Functional structure is helpful in reducing wasteful activities. There will be no wastage of time, efforts, and money. It leads to minimum duplication of efforts, which results in economies of scales and thus lower. Now next. See, coin also have two sides. Everything has benefits as well as disadvantages also. Disadvantages of functional structure. Ignorance of organizational objectives. When you divide the whole organization on the basis of functions to be performed, so there will be ignorance of organizational objective as each department head works according to his own wishes. Like research and development department will work as according to their wish. They always give more weight to their department objectives only. They will think about their department only. They will not think about another department. Hence, overall organization objectives suffer. See, I am giving you one example. Like in the school, they divide the whole organization on the basis of activities, on the basis of work. Like commerce department, science department, English department, we are doing our work. Now, if I am thinking about only the commerce department, only about the my work, then overall organizational objectives may be suffered. Like if I look after, if I say anything to commerce students only and let them other students what they are doing, that will not for the benefits of the organization. Organizational objectives will problem. See, if any employee working in any organization, he has to think about the betterment of the whole organization, not about the only one department. Then difficulty in interdepartmental coordination. Difficulty in interdepartmental means purchase department maybe will not coordinate with selling department, or the production department will not coordinate with purchase departments. Interdepartmental coordination maybe there will be problem. See, all departmental heads work as per their own wishes, which leads to coordination within the department easier. Just now I told you, marketing department will work on their objectives, on their aims. They will work for marketing only. Will work in their department only, but interdepartmental coordination may be problematic. Interdepartmental means marketing department should coordinate with purchase department. But in this situation, maybe there will be problem. Hurdle in complete development. Each employee is specialized only in the small part of the whole job, like employee appointed by the organization. But he will learn only about the one department only. Problematic then. How it will be problematic then? Because HR department will think about HR department only. The employee will not have the information about the other departments of the same organization. So that will be problem in complete development. Okay. So today we completed the topic. First, what is organization structure, framework of the organization, concept of organizational structure. Then I explain you there are two types of organizational structure. So first is functional structure. Functional structure means group similar jobs together. This is the keyword. Similar jobs together. And in the exam, you have to make this diagram under the managing director of any organization or the manager or the general manager. There will be departments on the basis of function, on the basis of activities to be performed. Like various departments are there, it depends on the choice and size of the organization. HR, marketing, research and development, purchasing, production, finance, etc. So, and then after that, I explain you there are some advantages of functional structure as well as there are some disadvantages also. So, I explain you all the advantages and disadvantages of this functional structure. Now, I am giving you one more example, but before that, I want to tell you that functional structure is suitable only those organizations which are of single line product. Single line product means they have resources, raw material and activities and technology of similar nature, like newspaper. I am the newspaper managing director of Mass. They have various departments. They have single product, that is newspaper, HR department, marketing department, research and development department, purchasing, production, finance. Dainik Bhaskar or the any newspaper will have functional structure because they are making single line product. Actually, framework or the organization depends on the choice of the organization. But functional structure is suitable where functional specialization is necessary. As well as single line products are there, limited products are there. Okay. If the company is manufacturing various types of products, then functional structure is not suitable. Then divisional structure will be suitable. Although I will explain you that one also. Okay. So today we completed functional structure of the organization. Have to make the diagram. Okay, I am asking you one question. Do you think Tata, Reliance and multi-products companies can use functional structure? They have to opt divisional structure because they are producing various products. Only those companies who wish or who wants functional structure, functional specialization, or those who are working in single line product will opt functional structure. Okay.